Hello, governor. Bring that down just a smidge. Okay, I think that's better. Hi, guys. How are you? How's it going? Make sure I don't have a Bluetooth microphone going here. Nope, I don't. Okay, good. Do I have Wi-Fi up here? Hello? Hi, guys. So I'm getting ready to go out for a Friendsgiving. And so I thought while we were at said Friendsgiving, while I'm getting ready, I could just talk to you guys about Southern Charm and Real Housewives of Potomac because I'm caught up on both of those. So I wanted to catch up with that. I have not caught up on Salt Lake City. And then I think Vanderpump Rules, if I'm correct, starts next week. So we will be on the Vanderpump Rules Choo Choo Train for sure. All right, I gotta do something with my hair. But yeah, we'll definitely be watching Vanderpump Rules, the newest season. That is definitely going to be happening. Um, kind of like I'm kind of excited, but I'm also kind of not excited. I don't know. I feel like so many certain ways about Vanderpump Rules. Like I feel very gatekeepy about Vanderpump Rules. Like I'm like, if you were not an OG, you don't get to be here. Like that's the vibe I feel like I give off when I'm like talking about Vanderpump Rules. Is I feel like I'm very much like, if you aren't part of the OG crew, you don't get to be here. Very juvenile and stupid. But what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna do that on. Okay, I think we're good there. Just make sure I'm not gonna burn El Houso down. All right, I need to wash my face because my face is disgusting. What do we got here? What do we got here for cremes? What do we have for cremes? All right, so let's talk about Southern Charm. Let's talk about Potomac. Sorry, I'm just seeing what my options are for facial cleansers because I don't really have one right now. I don't think. No, I definitely don't have one. That's okay. That's all right. We just need some hot water. Okay, so Southern Charm. So Southern Charm's episode, let's see, let me check my El Notes here. I'm staying at another person's place, and so I am not used to my surroundings right now. And this is cold, which is not going to feel good on my face, but that's okay. We're going to be fine. We're just trying to get the junk off of it. So Southern Charm is just so... I mean, Southern Charm, Vanderpump Rules, Summer House, Southern Hospitality, like they're all like the same, the Valley. They're all the same, in my opinion. They're literally the same show. They're just in like different fonts, basically. So, Southern Charm for me, I just am like, I just want to like scream at the TV every time I watch it. Every time I watch Southern Charm, I just am constantly wanting to scream at the television and be like, oh my God, like, please don't do that. Oh my God, please don't do that. Oh my God, don't be stupid, girl. Don't do that. Don't do this. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm just constantly screaming at the television. Especially at like someone like Sally that I'm like, girl, are we really falling for this bullshit? Like, are we genuinely going to fall for this bullshit? This happens all the time where one of the girls on these shows decides that they want to hook up or date one of the guys on the show, and they're the ones that end up looking stupid at the end because they knew better and they should have not dated these stupid men. And that's what's going on. That's what happens. You guys, when I tell you the yellow balance on this camera, my face is not that yellow. These under eyes don't look like that. It's creepy. So just so you know, when you guys are watching me, I'm not this yellow. And then I have to do all my makeup with my hands today, which is fine because like all my products are cream, so it's like not that big of a deal, but also it's like so yeah, back to Southern Charm. So Southern Charm, I'm just like sitting there watching and I'm like, Sally, girl, like don't fall for the bullshit. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. I want to be like, girl, don't fall for this. This happens all the time on these shows where the girls they start hooking up and dating with these stupid men, but then they're the ones that always get blamed for being the problem in the drama. Every single season this happens. And it's like, when are we going to stop falling for this bullshit? Stop falling for Craig's bullshit. Everybody, I finally is like, ew, Shep is gross. I love that none of the girls on the show want to date Shep. I think that's so friggin' hilarious. I love that so much. I'm like, good. I hope nobody wants to date that loser of a human being. He's literally, I love that one of the newer girls there, I think her name is Charlie. I love how she was like, talking to Shep is like texting my father. I'm like, exactly. And like, why do we have Whitney on this show anymore? Some of these people, I'm just like, what are we doing here? What are we here? What are we here for? Like, why are we? We're not a cast member. Like, you're no different than like a background character at this point. And I feel like that's kind of what, like, we don't need Whitney on this show anymore. Like, Whitney doesn't do anything. He's just annoying and he's gross and he's weird. And it's just a way to keep his mom. Like, they're gonna, like, whatever they do, they're going to always keep his mom a part of the storyline. It's always, that's just never not going to happen. And like, trust me, I completely understand that, like, that's pretty much, I think, why he's there. And correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, hi, thank you for the heart faces. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that he is a executive producer of Southern Charm. So I think that's another reason why he stays in the mix. I think that's another reason why he gets to stay in the mix, is because I'm pretty sure, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone Google this, okay? Hi guys, how are you? Someone Google this for me. But I'm pretty sure that Whitney is an executive producer on this show. I could be completely wrong. And I think that might be why he gets to stay and play and do whatever. Meanwhile, he's going to the beach. Oh, thank you. He's going to the beach in like a friggin' cover up and a grampy jacket, and they show up and everybody's making fun of him. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't understand Whitney's positioning on the show. He's like useless. I don't even think he's in the main. I think he's just a friend of at this point. I don't even think he's a main cast member, but anytime he comes on the screen, I'm just like, oh God, go away, go away. Go away, go away. Like, please go away. I don't like you. I just I don't enjoy him at all. I think he's a loser. Just like the rest of the guys on the show. I will say, I would love nothing more than to sit on a beach with Rodrigo and Madison and just tee-hee-hee gossip girl the whole entire time. I would love to do that. I don't think there's any makeup brushes in here, if I'm correct. No, because God forbid. God forbid we have a makeup brush somewhere. I don't think this is gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this very nicely. I want to put some blush on, but I just don't want it to be... I don't want it to be cakey and gross. But I would love nothing more than to sit and kiki and gab with Rodrigo and friggin' Madison. Oh my God, Madison is so funny to me. And the fact that Madison literally was like, oh, do I not have an eyebrow pencil? Shit, that's gonna suck. My eyebrows look gross without an eyebrow pencil. Oh well. I would love nothing more. Oh, where's my... Do I have a mascara? I thought I had a mascara too. I have a mascara somewhere. I just have to find it. Anytime, I just love how Madison hears gossip and is just like, oh, I am going to tell everybody in my vicinity. Anybody who will literally listen to me, I am going to tell them the hot gossip and the hot tea. Hope you don't mind. And it's genius. She's so entertaining. And she also, I think, knows because she's pregnant, she can get away with a lot more. So she's using that to her advantage. She's like, oh, I'm going to spread all the hot gossip. I'm going to tell everybody the hot tea. And then I'm going to be like, oh my God, I have to pee. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm just a little girl. And I love that about Madison. I love that she's just like, I'm pregnant. You can't be mad at me. Leave me alone. I love her for that. So unbelievably much do I love her for that. All right. Guys, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think this really does anything. Maybe it does and I'm just a baby. I don't think that really does anything. I do have to find a mascara. I think I have one in my car. I just have to find it. I'm going to do my hair next. I have to have mascara. That or I'm going to go buy one myself at the store before I leave because I'm sorry, I can't have eye makeup and no mascara. That's delusional. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this little gloss on for now while I'm sitting here chilling, doing my hair. Okay, so let's do my hair. All right. Yeah, I just love how Madison doesn't give two shits, and she's just like, oh, I'm totally gonna tell Aubrey that there's a chance that this other girl on the cast wants to bone her boyfriend. I am going to do that. Sally, I just wish that she would just stay away from like these guys. Like just stay away from them. They're so gross. They're so disgusting. None of them actually give two shits about you. And if you just want to sleep around, that's one thing. And like maybe like express that to your friend Vanita, who literally like absolutely fucking can't stand Craig. Like maybe have that conversation with her and be like, hey girl, I just want to bone him. Like it's not that deep. I promise you I'm on your side. We're besties. Nobody else is your bestie other than me. And I love you so much. And don't worry. This is not hot enough. This needs to be 10 times hotter. That is not hot enough. That's not like, do you see that? See how that did literally nothing? Also, my hair's a little slippery today, so. But go off, sis. I just want to do some wavy curls. Hi, Diana. How are you? Oh, that's going to bug me that I don't have anything for my eyebrows. That's going to bother. That's going to bug me because my eyebrows are just, see how like this area right here is like missing hair? I need hair. Yeah, I just wish that, like, I feel like Molly had that moment last year where Molly was trying to like date half the cast. And then that like stopped. And I was like, okay, good. Like stay away from this person. Stay away from him. Stay away from like Shep. Like who, like, let's be for fucking real, please. Who is trying to date Shep? Like that man is elderly. Shep is an elderly man and should be put into a home. Plus he Shep's a loser. Like, I don't understand why anybody would even want to date him. I just love that Charlie, like, automatically just, like, rejected his ass so hardcore. It was so funny and so cute, and I loved it. Oh, hi! What else? Oh, my God. Okay, I've said this before, but I will say it again. I need, all of the assistants, on a show. I need all the assistants that have literally ever been on Housewives with a Real Housewife. I need them to have a show. You know how like Next Generation has their little show? I need the assistants of Housewives to have their own show. Like ASAP. Stat. Because I want to know what's going on. What's the tea? And I want to know, and I want for, sorry, I'm trying not to burn myself. I want all the tea. I want all the gossip. I want to know how much Craig realizes that he's a baby back little bitch and how he is sitting here whining over Paige while Paige is over here living her best life. It's like, move along, move on, and stop. Also, I hate this whole, like, I just hate this whole, I don't know what it is. I don't like this dynamic that Craig, like, saw this coming out of nowhere, is like this sweet baby angel, never knew anything, was so shook, and is like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. How did this happen to me? She just left me. I was going to marry her, like, blah, 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 blah. And I want to be like, shut up, Craig. Like, please stop acting like you didn't know, and that you also were not a participating member in this relationship, and that you also did stupid shit and were awful and horrible to her. Like, Craig just loves to act like he was just a sweet little baby angel. And here's the thing. Paige has talked about this, about how she like protected him a lot. And she protected him a lot and kept a lot of the hate off of him. But I think what really like kind of broke that little like system and broke, you know, I think what really broke that whole thing was Amanda and Kyle's wedding. I think that was the first time that people really got to, like, they couldn't hide who they are. Craig couldn't hide who he is anymore. He couldn't hide behind Paige, basically. And listen, Paige made a lot of excuses. And she admitted that. She's like, I made a lot of excuses for him. I, justified a lot of his behavior. And I realized now that I should not have done that. Okay, my hair is not holding up as well as I want it to be right now with this. Let's try this. And she's admitted that. She's admitted that she was a part of that, unfortunately. A part of people not seeing who Craig like really was. She really like defended him and helped him kind of stay out of trouble. And one thing I do believe about Craig is I do believe that Craig does miss her. And I do believe that Craig had a sense of codependency with Paige. I definitely think there was some codependency going on there. And I think that she motivated him. I wouldn't doubt in my mind that she helped him get a lot of where he is right now. She helped him get a lot of the business deals I'm sure that he had. I'm sure she helped him, whether that is like straight up talking to another person to like get him the deals, like she knew the people, or she would like give him advice in their privacy of their own home, and he would take that advice and he would apply it to himself, but obviously not give her like any fucking credit. It just would not surprise me, because Craig is he's lazy. Like they're all lazy and they're not motivated to do anything. They're motivated to just be dipshits and have sex and all this stuff. And just like notice how like the second that he broke up with Paige, the sobriety conversation comes back up again, obviously. And it's like, oh my God, like I'm out drinking, I'm partying, I'm doing all this stuff. And it's like, okay, well, you can't hinge your sobriety onto somebody else. Like, you can't do that. You have to do it for yourself. You have to be motivated for yourself. And clearly Craig's motivations and a lot of things, I think, was Paige. And so now he's trying to find, like, what is my motivation, like, outside of her? What do I care about outside of Paige? And he's learning the hard way, but he's learning. This is, like, not supposed to be this high, but if I don't do it that high, I don't think anything's going to happen. Like, this curling iron kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. This isn't my curling iron. I'm just borrowing it. So what do I know? But yeah. The new people, who do we have? We have Whitner and we have Charlie. I don't mind them, but like, again, like, let's just see what happens. Also, like, I just don't like the dynamic of two women fighting over mediocre men. Like, that's the thing that sucks about this show, is that, like, who are we fighting over? Craig? We're fighting over Craig? Really? This is a guy you want to attach your fucking wagon to, guys? Like, I'm dead ass serious right now. This man is, like, doesn't know how to function without a female in his life. And I do agree that with what Madison's saying about Austin is that, like, I think Austin likes to be comfortable. I think Austin also likes to have a girlfriend to use to his advantage in arguments and conversations that he has. But what cracks me up is that all last year he bitched and complained about Paige and about Craig and about their relationship and about their dynamic and blah, 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 only to be in the same exact fucking relationship, dude. Like, Austin, you're in the same relationship that you were bitching and complaining about last year. That you were constantly bugging Craig over. Every 5 seconds, bitching and complaining to Craig. Like, when are you guys getting married? What's the status of your relationship? This, that, blah, 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 blah. And now, you're in a long-distance relationship. It's like, dude. And we all know that this would be like Austin needs to get in like one of those like celebrity arranged marriages because that would be perfect for him. Where like they're together when they need to be together, when they have to be together. Okay, for like the show and all this stuff. Okay, but they're not together in the regular wee hours of life. They're not like a couple in the regular schmegular life cycle here. That would be like literally, I think Austin's just ideal. Like Austin genuinely needs to date like a celebrity woman who he can have the double life that he's always wanted, because that's what he wants. He wants to have a double life. He wants to have one life where he's the doting, wonderful husband, boyfriend, dad, whatever. Okay, whatever he wants to be perceived for the week. Okay, he wants to have that, but then at the same time, he wants to be single fun Austin, who's going out, doing stupid shit, having a great old fashioned time. He wants both. And I feel like the best way to have that is to be in a relationship with a celebrity. And I feel like that's what Austin needs, is he needs to be in a relationship with somebody like fucking famous or some shit. Because that's the only way he's going to get what he wants. Unless he finds like a random wonderful woman that's like, yeah, I'll have 2 separate lives. I don't give a shit. I'll be your wife on the weekend, and then like when we're not together, you want to have sex with whoever you want, go ahead. I don't give a shit. Like that's the vibe that he that's what he wants. And if he could get that, I think he'd be the happiest man alive. Shep Shep will never be married. Shep is Whitney. Whitney is Shep. They're the same person. You can't convince me otherwise. They are the same human being. All right, that's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Kind of. I kind of like it, but I also kind of fucking hate it. I think the reason why I hate my makeup right now is because I don't have mascara on and I don't have eyebrows. But I think I have. I thought I had an eyebrow print in my car. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought I had one in my car. What else happened? Like, there wasn't that much going on, you guys. It was a pretty bland episode. It was a pretty blah episode. And let's see. Sally and Craig had the chance to hook up, but didn't. I'm like, okay, cool. That's a nothing burger. Nobody cares about that. I just love how it's like Craig is just one of those guys that like he's just lucky that he's attractive. Because if he wasn't attractive, I genuinely don't think he'd have as many girls pawning after him. Because he is, again, like one of the laziest human beings to ever walk the face of the fucking earth. Okay, he's so lazy. He has no motivation unless it involves a woman telling him how to do everything. And this is why I'm convinced like he actually doesn't know how to do everything. He just says he does and asks women to help him. And if a woman can help him, he'll be fine. Like I will never, I don't understand Craig. Craig is the epitome of failing upwards. We love a failing upwards king, don't we? Don't we? Okay. Now that I'm sitting here, it actually doesn't look that bad. But I still need mascara. And my hair's just not doing what I want it to do. It's doing something. It's doing things, but it's not doing what I want it to do. I'll tell you that right now. No, it's not. It's like I need like a bang or something. I don't know what it is. Okay, so what are we looking at here? This side. Here we go. Shep. Oh my god, when Shep showed up in that lemon shirt, and was like, "Oh, Charlie had like a lemon dress on." And so like I thought it'd be funny to show up in a lemon shirt. And I'm like, "Shep, you're a stalker. You're creepy. You're weird. This girl is
double your age. Like you are double her age. Like it's gross, it's weird. You look like a stalker. Stop. You're disgusting. You're gross. We don't like you. I think Corey and Molly would be really cute together. I don't hate Corey. Corey is definitely a fuck boy, but like for whatever reason, he's like a likable fuck boy, whereas these other guys are not. And I think him and Molly would be really cute together. Um, Molly is just one of those cast members that like she's not she's definitely not necessary. Like I don't think we have to have Molly on the show. She's just one of those the side like I don't know if she's in the is she in the group photo for like the TV show? Because I don't know if Rodrigo is either. I would rather have Rodrigo as a cast member than Molly. And it's no shade to Molly. Molly's done nothing wrong. Molly's not doing anything. It's mostly like the TV show. It just doesn't feel like it needs Molly. Like she's just a random person. I feel like that they use to fill in time that they don't have to talk about the other people on the show. Or if like they don't have a fight or there's no arguments or something like that. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like she just doesn't feel like she's adding anything to the storyline. And again, it's not that anything's wrong with Molly. It's not that she's not that like she as herself is not the problem, but she's just not needed on this show. Like she'd be better off somewhere else. Like we're just like anytime Molly's on the screen, it feels like we're just shaming her. Like it feels like anytime she's on the screen, we're like, your house is ugly. Let's talk about how you think you're fat. And you can't get a guy, and you didn't show up for your musical rehearsal, and so you suck. And it's like, why are we? I just feel like every time we are talking about Molly, we're just the camera's just the editors and the producers are just like shaming her for something. So I'm just like, what's the point of Molly? Like, I don't understand what her point is on this show. Does that make sense? That's just how I feel. Um, I think Sally is going to get into a lot of problems this season because you can't say you're a girl's girl, but then when you're asked to be the girl's girl, you won't be one. But when you want someone else to be one, they have to be one. Like that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I I, I don't like that she can't be a girl's girl to Vanita, but she expects Charlie to be a girl's girl to her. Like those two things don't line up. That's something that like always is gonna bother me with girls who claim that they're girls are not girls. Just FYI. If you have a girlfriend that's like constantly being like, I'm a girl's girl, I'm a girl's girl, they're not a girl's girl. You're not telling people you're a girl's girl if you're a girl's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that saying that like money talks, but like being rich is silent or something? Basically, like if it's very much like the doff protest too much vibe of like you're talking way too much about this, so I think you're the opposite, essentially. Like you keep saying that you are this, have this, da 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 da, but I know you don't. So just stop bringing it up. And she like she's sitting there and she's like pissed off about this dude that like you're not even dating, you don't have any claim to. So if Charlie wants to go hook up with him, who gives a shit? Because guess what, girl? The next day, you could hook up with Craig if you wanted to. It's not like it's not like it's like once they get together, you will never have a chance with Craig. You'll still have a chance with Craig. Honestly, girl, within the hour, you'd probably still have a chance with Craig. So don't worry about that. Like again, we need to set our standards to a different, like a little bit of a better level. Our standards are very much like at a zero, and we got to stop that shit. You know. I'm getting hydrated before I leave the house today. All right, next is Potomac. So let's talk about Potomac. So for me, Potomac is just this is the most interesting episode for me so far this season. And the good parts of it didn't even really come until like the end of the episode. Like Potomac is in this weird area where they I don't know what it is, like, they have something to fight about, but the something that they're fighting about seems kinda, like, stupid and pointless, and, like, why are we arguing about this? It's, like, adult women, like, I don't understand what the big deal is. But at the same time, they do have that funniness of, like, what they are arguing about is so dumb that it's kinda funny. Like, I just don't understand why Stacey has to lie about literally everything. And the girl, like one of the girls said it like, you can't even keep your lies straight. That's the problem. It's like Stacey lies so much that she doesn't even know the truth. So she can't even stay within the boundaries of like leading people away from the truth. She just keeps fucking everything up, keeps saying the wrong thing, keeps doing the wrong thing over and over and over again. And it's like, girl, half this shit you don't have to actually talk about. Half this shit you don't actually have to like lie to people about. Like I don't understand the lie about her husband. What do you like what does that do for you? Just say that you're back together. Just say like we divorced and then we realized that we had things we wanted to work on and that getting divorced was kind of stupid and we decided we're going to stay divorced, but we're going to be together at the same time. Like what's the problem with that? Like you have kids. You have kids. Like you have a kid. So like it is reasonably understandable to understand why someone might want to get back together with their partner to make sure that they are the best parent. Like that does make sense. It's okay. Like those things are okay. It's fine. You lying over and over and over and over and over again about the dumbest things that you don't need to lie about. There's just no reason. There's no reason for it. I don't want to share half my stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like I sometimes I wonder if Stacy is like money motivated and this is what has to do with it. Like money has to, because obviously her ex-husband slash current boyfriend, who are the same people, might I add, clearly he's wealthy. So I'm like, does that have something to do with it? Like, I don't really get it. And then he's so awkward and so is she. And like, Stacey's just a weirdo, guys. She's just a weirdo, you know? But I don't understand why she has to lie about everything. Everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. And like, she can't even keep, again, she can't even keep the lie straight. And the fact of the matter is that even when she gets called out on it, she can't defend herself properly because she can't keep the fucking lie straight. Like when Tia and Wendy call at that lunch, hi, welcome from India. Um, and you have Tia and Wendy confronting her over the phone, and you can tell that like she can't even keep up with a lie about her husband and his flights. Like, girl, if you're going to lie, you need to be good at it. It is 1 p.m. here. Thank you for listening to me at 11 p.m. at night. Like, girl, you got to keep up with the lie. If you can't keep us, and that was a simple lie. Okay, that lie about like the flight thing, that's an easy lie. But also, why can't you just say, like, my husband's not comfortable around you ladies yet. He doesn't trust you guys. So I don't really know if I feel comfortable bringing him around yet. But maybe we could do something soon that's maybe a little bit more at home or intimate or like this or that. The fact that you got out of all the women in this group, you got Tia up at 5 a.m. to come to your daughter's swim meet to have this fucking conversation. We couldn't have this conversation at like a coffee house. Like, it's just, Stacey's just weird. She's just a weirdo. She's a weirdo. She's like Britney on Salt Lake City. They're like kind of harmless, essentially. Like, they're not going to do anything. Like, nothing. They're literally harmless. But they're also pains in the fucking asses. They're pains in the asses because you can never keep up with their lies. Where am I from? I'm from America, sadly. I'm from America. Losers. Losers of the world, America. Let's see what else. Robin not showing up to her own fucking event was diabolical. I was like, you guys, come on. What's going on? Robin barely wanted to show up. I should say, I mean, Robin barely wanted to show up when she was a cast member on the show. But it's like, it kind of feels like she wasn't coming anyway. Like Giselle cockamamie, like concocted this little storyline or something. And I don't know, like made this story up or something that she was going to come, but actually she wasn't going to come. And actually, Giselle doesn't even know that there's a party happening. Giselle doesn't even know that she has 10 million watches or listens or whatever on iTunes. Okay. Like, these are the things, like, first of all, I can't stand Robin. If you've been following me, you know that Robin drives me insane. I cannot stand a woman that watches her husband make a fucking mockery of her, but then still defends his ass. It drives me insane. Robin specifically. Stop making excuses for horrible men. Robin's husband is a horrible man. He's a bad person. He does bad things. He's a very questionable person. I don't like him, and I don't like Robin. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, which is it's a reality TV show in America. Um, so I feel like Robin wasn't going to be there anyway. I never got the feeling that like Robin was supposed to be there, was going to show up. It's kind of like, sure, Robin's going to be there. Okay. The one thing I do love about Potomac is they remind me a lot of Atlanta, where Atlanta has a lot, and Jersey had this too, where they have so many side characters in the background that are just like micro mini storylines. Not even a storyline, it's very miney, very mini, but like they pop up at the perfect times to cause mess and chaos. So like, very much, I hate Camille Grammer. I can't stand her, but also sending love to her, because the fact that you were married to Kelsey Grammer, girl, you need all the love and support ever fucking had in your life. But as like a TV show person, Camille drives me literally absolutely unbelievably insane because her takes are so unhinged and pointless. But a lot of these women give me that. Very much background characters, like Kim D vibes. Like, they're never going to be a cast member, but they're always in the background causing chaos, always saying something ridiculous, always adding to the storylines. Cookie is clearly one of those people. Cookie is over here being like, I don't want to actually be a housewife, but I want to cause chaos and mischief and like nuts. And I'm going to give drama and tea and gossip, and it's the funny part is it all intertwines with each other, because you think that Cookie's just some rando, but actually, like, she knows Monique's coming back this season. Cookie's also like the middleman for people with Karen and people that want to know about what's going on with Karen, which is also really funny to me. I'm like, you can't just call Karen up yourself. Like, if she doesn't want to talk to you, doesn't that not tell you something? Like, hello. And then Giselle, like, I don't know, Giselle cosplaying as Karen's friend has been so funny to me, because I'm sorry, I've been watching Housewives for over a decade, okay? Probably at this rate, maybe even two. And when I tell you, I, in my opinion, think that Giselle Bryant loves that Karen is not on that show this season. She loves being the top dog. She loves being the head honcho. She loves being the number one girl in the group. And she loves that she can just say her little one-liner jokes about Karen being a lesbian under her breath, okay, whenever she wants, and Karen can't dispute it. Karen can't say anything about it. Why? Because she's in jail. And I think Giselle loves that. I think Giselle is like, I get to make fun of Karen as much as I want, and she can't say anything. Yeah, you see there's one scene where you see Vivian, the dressmaker, in the background while they're all fighting with each other. You see one of I think Ashley's gays. Ashley has like a bunch of gays in the background following her everywhere. One of the gays is in the background, as there always are, obviously. And then there's Cookie showing up, starting a fight with Stacy. And it's like, why are we fighting with Stacy? It's like fighting with a wall. She's never going to change. And she's never going to admit that she lied. Because they're just repetitive little white lies that she's never going to own up to. She's just never going to own up to them, because they're not real and tangible enough for her to be like, oh, I did this, oh, I did that, I'm a bad person, I should fix my behaviors, blah, 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 blah. She genuinely doesn't think she's doing anything wrong. So she's never going to apologize, because she genuinely doesn't think she needs to. even though she is a liar, she is ridiculous, she is acting buffoonery crazy. And there is no need for her buffoonery that she's having. So, but yeah, the both the episodes were okay. Nothing like crazy. I only had 1 page of notes on both. They weren't even a full page in my fancy notebook. I love this notebook so much. This is like my Bible. I love this so much. Um I take so many notes in them and I love it. Um but yeah, there wasn't anything like so amazing and wonderful about each episode. I mean, they were fine. I think next week's episode for Southern Charm is going to be a lot busier, a lot more going on. It sounds like Potomac will also have a little bit more something going on. I have to catch up with SLC. I'm not caught up on Salt Lake City, so I have to catch up on Salt Lake City. So I will do that. And then Vanderpump Rules comes back next week. I've been watching season 1, and I think I might do a recap. Depends. Uh, my Both my kids are finally in school. My youngest just started last week, so we're kind of like working through that and getting kind of a schedule and a flow down, and kind of going from there and seeing how that goes. So it might be another week or two before I have like an actual like edited video versus these live videos that I love to do with you guys because they're just easier and I can just get the content out. And I don't have to edit anything, which is just a lot easier. So I'm hoping, knock on wood, that my son has a good week at school next week. Well, this coming week, I should say. Um, I hope that they have a good week so that way I can start seeing some open spaces to make content alone without anybody bothering me. So we shall see. But because I have so many ideas and I just like can't do them. I can't do it because there's just no way to do it with a child in my house. I don't have a place where I can just like sit and do content all on my own without anybody bothering me. And I will have that once they're both settled and in school. So that's the plan. Because I think I want to do a season 1 recap of Vanderpump Rules in comparison to season 1 of the newest season. I definitely want to do my theory of how to create the best Housewives franchise video. I've been talking about that for like months, wanting to do that video. I definitely want to do that. And then I want to do a series where I watch the first season of different Housewives franchises. Not the first season of like the franchise, like the first season of the specific housewife. So like I want to watch Garcelle's first season and Erica's first season and Dorit's first season, and like I want to watch some people's like first season of being a housewife and see how they are comparatively to now versus their first season of being a housewife. I think that'd be really fun to watch and really very very interesting to see the like comparisons because we have so many housewives that have been around for a while. We don't have a lot of OGs left. Um, I think we have Kyle is the last standing consistent OG. Teresa technically would be an OG still going through, but her show's on pause, and I don't know if it'll come back. I secretly don't think it should, but don't let me, don't listen to anything I fucking say. But I think Kyle's the only consistent OG that's been on from the very beginning. Vicky is coming back, which I don't like. I don't care. I think OC sucks. I think OC is probably my least favorite franchise out of all of them. I think that they are just so like they're just a rough group. I don't like that they have I think it's okay to have people that have differences of opinions on your show. I think it's okay to have people that have different lifestyles, different mindsets. Oh shit. But I just don't think having people like Gretchen, Vicky that are closeted pretending not to be Trumper thumpers on our shows is when the majority, if not all of your entire viewership is from women and queer people, but you have two housewives that vote against those people. Like I don't In a normal world, it'd be different, but we're talking about this world right now and promoting these people and their disgusting behaviors and their crappy behaviors and then never atone for it, never have to be held accountable for it is like crazy to me. We all know Bravo doesn't hold anybody accountable. Like they pretend they do. And then a season or two later, all of a sudden that person that did that abusive, horrible, disgusting thing is back on our TV screens. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're a man. If you're a man, oh, we never hold anybody accountable as a man on Bravo ever. Like it will not surprise me if Jax Taylor gets back on our TV screens on Bravo somehow, or Peacock adjacent, like Bravo adjacent Peacock vibes, because you don't give a shit. Look at Michael Rappaport. Why is Michael Rappaport on Traitors? That's gross. You're gross. You're weird. I hate you. I can't stand you. Why the fuck are you on Traitors? I don't understand. And it's because Andy Cohen just doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. Bravo doesn't care. They do not care. They would like we're going to BravoCon and Karen Huger comes out who was just in jail for DUIs. DUIs that harm people, that could kill other people, okay? Like bad, poor, chosen behavior. And Karen walks out and we're like standing ovation clapping for her. And it's just one of those things where it's like, oh my God, you guys, we just don't care. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not a part of that problem too, because I am definitely, because I have my moments where I mean, just Vanderpump Rules alone is a constant contradiction to anything that I would deal with in my real life, you know? That's why I think I have such a hard time watching Vanderpump Rules back sometimes, is I I see too much, I know too much, and my accountability meter is way too high now. So when I watch shows like Vanderpump Rules, I have to like almost like accept that I'm I don't want to say dumbing myself down because I'm not dumbing myself down, but like I almost like have to accept that if I'm going to watch it, that I just need to watch it for what I'm watching and not overanalyze it, over critique it, and try to make sense of the men specifically and their poor behavior, because like it's just a TV show. There's no point, you know? Because it is one of my favorite comfort ones. Season one was wild. Listening to some of the shit that they said back, knowing what we know now is like I think that's another reason why I want to watch season one again and recap it and like talk about it again with you guys, is because the crazy shit that comes out of their mouths compared to now and what they've been up to lately or what they've done recently and the things that they say. Like there's one scene where like Stassi was yelling at Kristen about Jax being a piece of shit or whatever and like dating her friend or whatever, dating Laura Lee and stuff. And some of the stuff that Stassi was saying, like the foreshadowing was wild to me, being like, what would you do if like your boyfriend hooked up with your one of your friends and then lied about it and then got a girl pregnant in Vegas, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, and I'm like, well, funny you should say that. Minus the pregnancy part, we've already gotten to there. We've been there. That has already existed. That's already happening. That did happen. Honestly, within a very short time. And also, I need someone, and maybe I need to do this, where I need the timeline. I need to watch, I'm watching season 2 right now, and I've already recapped season 2, but I need like the timeline of Kristen hooking up with Jax. Because when I realize what the time frame is, that whole thing becomes more diabolical. Like the more that I learn about the bullshit that they got into and the time frame of when they've hooked up compared to everything, is like Kristen and Jax are just at that time horrible, horrible, horrible human beings. Horrible human beings. And it would be one thing if they did it once, if they hooked up one time. They literally hooked up twice. They hooked up twice. And according to Jax, he made Kristen, rain in the panties twice. So I just think that in another life, Jax and Kristen are soulmates. Not in this life, because I like where Kristen is right now in her life. But in another life, they were soulmates. Disgusting, toxic, crazy, sexually charged soulmates. And in my head, they've had sex more than twice. That's just me, though. What do I know? What do I know? I just love that Kristen loves collecting Jax's girlfriends slash wives. It's like infinity stones. She's like, oh, you dated Jax? You're my new best friend. Oh, you dated Jax? You're my new best friend. And it's like, Kristen, what's that about? What's that about? Do you want to be with Jax? Not anymore, obviously. Their relationship would have been so crazy. That's something AI does need to do. AI needs to redo a season of Vanderpump Rules where Kristen and Jax date each other. And I want to watch it. And I want to watch how toxic and disgusting and horrible it is. And that makes me toxic, disgusting, and horrible, if I do say so myself. So, all right, I have some dishes cleaning that I need to do. I need to clean up this house before I leave. And then I'm heading out to a Friendsgiving. And then I'm headed home. So we shall see. Right now the weather is cold, which I hate. I hate being cold. I'd rather be cold than hot, but I also don't love being cold. So, but yeah, that's all I got going on today. So I just wanted to come on here. It's a very dull video today. But like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things, and go check out my political commentary TikTok and Instagram account. Go support small businesses. It is Small Business Saturday as of recording this. Go support small businesses. Go support small queer-owned, people of color businesses. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.